Yo, what's up, Leo? We're going to go ahead and jump into your May 2023 monthly reading, and we're going to take a look and see what's coming up for you for the month. As always, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight in. It's interesting, though, when I was doing the pre-shuffle, Mercury came out and the 11th house came out in the astrology deck, and it came out twice. And what I got from it intuitively is a lot of you could be finding yourself getting involved in more recreational activities for the month of May. So, all right, Leo, let's see. So in this first row, if you're newer to the channel, we're going to take a look at your career and money. And in the second row, we'll take a look at your relationships. And in the third row, we'll take a look at the message from your higher self that's trying to be communicated to you. So, let's see. Let's take a look here. Autonomy, huh, Leo? I see it. One sec. Some of you at work, you may be feeling like you can't trust certain people. It's like I still feel like you care for some of these people, like whether it's like coworkers or just like people you work with. It's just like kind of getting some energy to like, I don't know, like some trust going on here. Let's keep going though. Hold on. Just take a look at this last row. All right, the Chariot, 4 of Cups, and you have the Strength card here. You better pay attention, Leo. You can do whatever you want to do, Leo. I know y'all rebels, but hear me out in a moment. Hold on. Let's pull these cards here as well. You have this Yaw Destiny card. It's interesting what I'm seeing here in regards to your career and career and your ambitions and your finances. It's like there's these certain things I get that you're trying to avoid, but it's almost as if spirit, because if you think about what a yacht is, it's the finger of God, and it's where God sort of pushes us in certain directions. You may have a yacht in your chart. I would take a look at your chart. I have a yacht on my chart, but basically it's like you're destined for something specific, right? Not to sound like cheesy or corny, but it's almost as if there's something that is a part of your destiny when it comes to work and stuff. And you're kind of getting these subtle clues of like what to do or ideas. You could even be, strategizing and trying to find a way to make certain things happen here. And I feel like it's important for you to listen to your inspirations and listen to your intuition, because I feel like that's literally God like trying to push you and navigate you into better circumstances and better energies here. So I see a lot of you actually as well being a lot more resourceful this month. I was about to say this year, so this could carry out through the year, but I feel like it's more this month here. It's interesting. Some of you just need to embrace that you're different, Leo. Like, just embrace it. Embrace your unique expression. Like when Leos finally tap into their unique expression, right? Because the whole point of Leo, it's like it's the expression, the unique expression that wants to be expressed. So I feel like there's a need to like follow like your heart, like have courage here. If you want to change things in regards to work, or if you want to do newer things, if you want to implement newer ideas to your business, or if you want to go a different route with what it is that you do for a career, it's like I feel like Spirit's already given you the writing's already on the wall. You need to start to make those changes here and get out of an energy of complacency. You have this Soul Fragments card. It says balance will be restored, and this is the message here from your higher self. But you do have this Celebration card in regards to your relationship, so there could be something positive that's coming in for you in your relationship sector here. We're going to clarify these cards and take a look and see what it is. And then at the end of the video, of course, we will pull your karmic rewards. But with the Ace of Wands, it does feel like it's something exciting here. And I see a lot of you starting to embrace your autonomy, right? Ace of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're starting to embrace your autonomy. There's almost like this energy to where some of you Leos don't even like want to be. I see you embracing a more independent energy here, right? Like, even if you're already in a relationship, right? Or if you're single, like, I just feel you want to kind of do things independent, right? Like, I feel like you're enjoying, especially if you're single, I feel like you're enjoying your singleness. Definitely gonna have to clarify this, bro, because there's a lot coming out here. Some of you could be meeting a newer person. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can really be any sign if you're single, Leo. I feel like you have some blessings coming in the relationship department, especially like if you're single. And even if, when I take a look at the relationship, bro, it's not just love, right? It's also like friendships and all that type of stuff as well. So I just see you having more enjoyment, having more fun here, Leo. I think you're really starting to discover your autonomy, like your independence. I think you're really starting to find that inner sense of security, right? Of feeling like I don't need a relationship to like fulfill me, right? I know what I'm worth. I know like my value. I know, you know, I don't need anything outside of myself. Even if you're already in a relationship, that's actually really positive, right? If two people are self-reliant, right, and aren't emotionally or financially codependent, right, it's actually a really positive thing. So yeah, let's take a look at this message here from your higher self. You have the Chariot, and the Chariot's all about moving forward. Aries got a similar energy like this, so if you have Aries in your chart, I would watch the Aries reading. But you do have the soul fragments, and it says balance will be restored. I feel like something's been missing spiritually in your life, and it's like you've been trying to ignore it or suppress it, and it kind of turns into this energy of melancholy, right? Because the Four Cups is here. And it kind of puts you in an energy of emotional stagnation. And you may not be able to, it's like you're almost like, I'm getting the word disassociating in a way, but I do feel like there's going to be more spiritual progression here. I feel like your higher self is wanting you to not fall into this energy of melancholy sometimes, right? What is melancholy? It's like melancholy. It's this yearning for something, right? It could be on a spiritual level, obviously, right? Because we're taking a look at your spiritual self, right? And you may be feeling like, damn, I'm like, there's just something that's lacking. And I'm almost getting like the universe is like wanting you, and your higher self is wanting you to focus on the solution rather than the problem here, right? Because I feel like sometimes you may focus on the problem a little too much, right? Whether you like shame yourself or you start judging yourself, and it kind of just makes you slip down and down into a negative spiral. So the Four of Cups is about being present with your emotions, being present with what it is that you're feeling, right? Because I feel like this is you, especially with the Strength card, right? This is like your spiritual strength. This is like literally you, and this is like your higher self, literally like you and your higher self. This is your card, Leo. So I feel like it's time to move forward. I feel like spiritually as well, it's like time to get in tune with you and your higher self, whether that's creating some type of mindful practice, right? You know, it could be meditation, it could be journaling, it could be fucking going on a walk, working out. You know what I'm saying? All right, Leo, let's clarify. What's going on? Let's take a look at this first row here. Clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. The Magician. Ooh, Leo. There goes the Mercury archetype coming out. There's something that I feel like you're... this could be going on right now, or this could be like a predictive energy. Kind of feel like there's some Leos here on different timelines, but they're all going to be merging together anyways. I feel with this Four of Pentacles and the Magician, this could be you sort of crafting something here or putting together something. Like if you have like a resume or something like that, like let's just say like you don't like where you work, and maybe you're working on your resume, or maybe that could benefit you, right? Maybe working on your resume. And then the Seven of Swords is like putting it out there, right? It's like searching for the opportunities. It's strategizing, right? It's putting your feelers out there and see what happens. Because I feel like there's definitely something better that you're being aligned with here. But let's just say like, I don't know, maybe you're self-employed or you just have certain individual goals. Whatever it is that you've been creating, whatever it is that you've been working on. Let me just pull the rest of these cards because I want to see what the Seven of Swords is. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like it's time to put it to practical use. Right? Like we can learn and learn all day. We can create and create all day. But it's like if we're not putting it out into the world, or if we're not like actually like literally like applying it to like our mission in life or our career or our purpose, then it kind of just sits there, you know? Clarify this Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles here. You could be discovering something, creating something. You could be discovering, creating, or getting involved with something here that you like you truly resonate with, right? Because the Lovers is your spiritual path as well. It's not always just about relationships, right? It's actually the relationship between you and your higher self, right? And you like your spiritual devotion to life. So there's something here I feel like you're going to really, really be devoting yourself to, and you could already be doing this right now. So I just see you deepening your practice or deepening your like you just going deeper into whatever this is. Let's take a look at the celebration in regards to your relationships. Four of Swords here. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Knight of Cups. Well, if you're single, there could be a water sign, air sign. It could be any sign. Some of you, I'm just going to say, Leo, if you've been feeling lonely, yeah, I think some things are about to change here, right? And just because, like, you're lonely doesn't mean, well, how do I say this? Like, we can be alone. I mean, how long could you really stay alone, though? Like, there's always an urge to want to create relationships, no matter what. If you stayed alone your whole life and you didn't have any relationships, nothing, it's kind of not fun. It's not fun. It's the natural human inclination to want to have relationships. It's the seventh house of our archetype as humans. And it's the Venus-Mercury energy as well. All right. So for some of you, if you're single, there could be a newer option coming in. I see you here also as well, possibly making newer friends here, Leo. That's what I was getting during the pre-shuffle before I started. Like you could be doing, you could be getting out more, right? The 11th house is how you enjoy yourself in society. It's how society benefits us, right? So sometimes like we work hard, but do we actually take, time out to enjoy ourselves, to enjoy our work, to network and meet with other people and have fun with our friends and community and stuff like that. So I see you being really active and engaged in recreational activities here, which as a result could, you could probably meet somebody. But if you already know somebody or if you're already in a relationship, this looks good. I feel like there's I feel like after some time of stagnancy, I feel like there's a lift here. Somebody said my table was shiny the other day. It's pretty damn shiny, ain't it? It's fun. It looks shiny on camera, but there's a little bit of dust in some places. but it's clean for the most part. Look, came out again. 4 cups on the Chariot here. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep evolving. You got to move outside your comfort zone. I think your higher self is like wanting you. Anytime you pull the Chariot in a more spiritual, if you're looking at it in a more spiritual way rather than like materially, what the Chariot is, especially with the 4 cups, since it's Moon in Cancer, 4 cups being Moon in Cancer. Moon in Cancer can dwell in an emotional state. They have their preferences and desires, but the fallback sometimes with Moon in Cancer is they don't take the initiative. They don't act, right? They don't want to get, they like their comfort. They don't like to move outside of that, right? So I feel like that's your energy here. Your higher self's wanting you to move forward. The Chariot represents that any type of movement forward is going to be good for you and for your overall sense of development and growth. You're not your past as well. That's what I'm hearing. You're not your past. I feel the past, right? Even when we have soul fragments, basically what that means is like parts of our personality split, right? Maybe we used to be super confident, super social, super extroverted, and then things happen along the way. And then, we lose our confidence. We lose our sociability. We become more introverted, more unsure of ourselves, and that's a split that's going on. And it's like the reintegration and the reconnection. Nothing really goes missing from you, right? Like soul fragments. It's not like something's really missing. It's just like reconnecting with it, healing it. Queen of Cups, 4 cups. Damn, Leo, I'm not trying to put you on blast here, but I got to put you on blast. I'm a Leo, so maybe I'm putting myself on blast too. Self-love, Leo. Like unconditional self-love. Like, because like I was getting just when I was talking a moment ago, I was getting this energy of like melancholy, and then it's like you judge yourself for the things that you feel sometimes. And it's almost like a sense of shame comes out. And it's like the inner voice and the inner critic and the inner judgment, like it makes you feel unworthy possibly when it comes to certain things. So the Queen of Cups and the 4 cups is like tuning into your emotions. Like the Queen of Cups is the yin, it's the feminine of water, right? King of Cups is the more yang, active part of water. But the Queen of Cups talks about our psyche, our unconscious energies, our subconscious energies, our emotional world, our inner world. And so there's a need to connect to that. I feel like your higher self is wants you to tune in more, Leo. Clarify the Strength card, Page of Cups here. Yeah. I feel like this is like being more easy on yourself, Leo. Some of y'all got a harsh inner rough critic, I'll be honest. Oh, damn, Leo. Well, I ain't never met a Leo that, that don't do this, don't have flair, you know what I mean? But I've never met a Leo that that isn't a perfectionist, right? Especially like when we don't get attention, we're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, this some BS. But I feel like there's a need to be more, not so harsh on yourself. Like having more compassion. Strength card, Page of Cups is compassion, literally. Empathy. Oh. Taking risk. It's interesting. I was looking at the Sabian symbols and where the degree was for this lunar eclipse in Scorpio that we're having, and it's at I believe the lunar eclipse that we're having is at 14 degrees and 58 minutes, or 58 seconds. No, 58 minutes. Yeah, 58 minutes, and it's 14:58, and it's so close to 15 degrees, and the 15 degree mark is actually the zodiacal. Basically, the 15 degrees of Scorpio is the eagle, right? And look what's on this card. An eagle, and it says taking risk. I'm hearing something about Arizona. Some of you could be going to Arizona. There's something in regards to Arizona or Sedona or something like that. Red rocks is what I'm seeing. But yeah, so the it's so close. I mean, you can technically say it's right there, right? And so this is like a very, and especially, my mind's too excited right now, but the eagle, right? And then the sun at 15 degrees of Taurus, right? Because in a lunar eclipse or a full moon, it's sun opposed to moon. And 15 degrees of Taurus is the bull, right? So, where's I going with that? Oh, okay, yeah. And there's also a quintile going on. Some of y'all are like, I don't know what any of this means. It'll make sense. Give me a moment. There's a quintile going on with Uranus and Saturn. And it's literally time to break out of comfort, right? Uranus used Mars to break the Saturnian function of the rings or the restrictions that we place on ourselves or that we feel. And it's not that it's necessarily restrictions, but it's actually a limitation and challenges that we must face in order for us to evolve, in order for our ego to dissolve, evolve, and develop. And so you have to not be afraid to get uncomfortable. It's the only way you're going to set yourself free. And not only that, where the Sabian symbol is with this lunar eclipse, and where the sun's at, and where the moon's at, this is a crisis that is taking place innerly within people, right? And what do I mean by crisis? It's just like this pressure that we feel to evolve our consciousness, and we must do something to change. So taking risk will benefit you really well. Obviously, be smart, take calculated risk, but yeah. You have this embracing card. I feel like there's more serenity, more tranquility, more peace. There's an energy of like more stillness I get that you're going to have throughout the month of May. And then you have new beginnings. So there could definitely be something new here coming in for you. Especially, I would say, if you're single, because the Ace of Wands is here, right? Whoever this is, I feel like this is your energy too with the Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords. Whoever this is, they're not a bum. I'll tell you that. They have their shit together. Very independent, I would say this person is. They make good money. Not that matters mostly, but you got money, you can do stuff. You got money, you can go on dates, right? You can find other avenues of enjoyment. But yeah. I feel like this person's pretty intelligent too. They're pretty wise. They got experience. So you're not dealing with like a child, basically. You know what I mean? There's some grown adults that act like children. Like, goddamn. Oh, shit. All right, so that's what I got for you, Leo. I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is down below in the description. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet. Click that notification button bell. If you want to follow me on Instagram, the link is down below as well. I'll see y'all over there. Been having a lot of fun over there. So yeah, laters.